Let's explore dynamic variables and the variable picker in Blink's workflow editor. Dynamic variables are placeholders that store data generated during workflow execution. They allow workflows to adapt to real-time data, making them more flexible and dynamic than standard inputs. Let's look at an example to see how this works. Here is an on-demand workflow that monitors publicly shared files in Google Drive and deletes them after 24 hours. Dynamic variables are essential in this workflow, as they store and manage data at each step. In this example, let's add a Slack action to notify the security team about an exposed file. This step uses different types of dynamic variables, each storing specific data needed to execute the action. First, we need to specify the Slack channel. Instead of typing a fixed channel name, we use a global dynamic variable. Click the plus button in the To field to open the variable picker, a tool that lets you easily insert dynamic variables. From the list, select the global variable that stores the Slack channel name. Global variables persist across workflows and are useful for storing reusable information like Slack channel names. Finally, in the Slack step, we use two different types of dynamic variables. First, we use the metadata dynamic variable to include the workflow's name and its execution ID. Metadata dynamic variables provides all information about the current workflow. We use a steps dynamic variable to retrieve specific data from step 4, which returns details of publicly exposed files. Using the variable picker, we select values like the user's name. We do this using the JSON.walking method, which allows us to navigate through nested JSON structures. This method lets us target specific parts of the data, making it easier to find and use the file object. We also retrieve the publicly shared file name and a direct link to the file from step 4's output. This ensures the Slack message contains all necessary details for quick action. Lastly, let's offer two response options. The user's choice will determine the subsequent execution workflow and dictate how the publicly shared files are handled. And that's how dynamic variables can power your workflows, making workflows adaptable and efficient with real-time data. These are just a few examples of the dynamic variables available in Blink. To explore the full list and learn more, check out our documentation.